baby, how you lie. All I need is my brother. I say I'm gonna get high.
All right, everybody, if you're good, take a seat. Go ahead and look in front of you. You'll see your production packets. In there you'll find the scripts, for those of you who have not had a chance to read it yet. You'll also find our rehearsal schedule and call times. Rehearsals are basically Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9. Call times an hour and a half before curtain. It's pretty easy stuff. If you look in there, you'll also see our calendar, and you will also see that we do not have rehearsal on the 26th. The 26th, we have to leave the theater empty for, we don't have rehearsal that day. You'll also see that on the 29th is our target date for being off book. For those of you that are new here, we take that pretty seriously, so let's get on top of those lines. Before we get started, just a couple of things. Some of you may remember that this is actually the first show that we did here 11 years ago. When Rob and I started this company, we were like, how are we going to kick this off? And then we looked around and we stumbled upon this play. Those of you that remember Rob may also remember that this was always his favorite show. Every couple of years he'd be like, remember our first play? Sometimes it seems like for the last 11 years we've just been trying to recreate that moment. I guess sometimes your first time is what sticks with you. Sure, also some of you have heard some rumors, and I do want to address that. This will be our last production. Sad, but after 11 years, we can no longer afford to keep doing what we've been doing. So when this production closes, we'll be loading out of the theater and leaving it empty. So I really want to thank you all for being a part of this production. I remember going to visit Rob in the hospital. It was towards the end, and he wasn't doing very well. I remember looking inside, and he just looked so small and frail. And I was so scared. But I went in there, I sat down next to him, and he had this hymn book that he had been going through. So he hands me the book, and we sing some songs together. And he says, you know, I've been thinking about endings a lot lately. It seems to me like songs usually end in one of two ways. It seems to me like a lot of times a song just ends in this long, drawn-out note that just fades away. Al niente. It just fades away and nobody even remembers it leaving. It's just gone. And then he kind of just stared off for a minute. I said, what's the other way, Rob? He had this big smile on his face. He said, the other way is to end on this loud, strong note on a major chord, a note that you just hold on to for so long until your lungs just give out on you. And then he opened up the hymn book and he showed me a note that had this symbol over it. He said, this is called a fermata. When you see that symbol, you hold on to that note. You hold on to it until it washes over everybody and everything in the room, until it embraces them like a heavenly flood. Nobody ever wants that note to go away. And even when you let go, people still hear it. People remember that note forever. I said, that's beautiful, Rob. And he just kind of stared at his hands for a minute. They were so shriveled and shaking. And then he looked at me and said, I know this is something that we don't want to talk about, but this is going to end someday. The theater is going to close. And when that happens, I want you to make me a promise. I want you to promise me that on that day, you end in a Fermata.